all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pull the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, soon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like, find out.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cars, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us, still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece.
Well, it's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Inside the 10, and he will take it And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Milton. And this will be incomplete. Now these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shake it up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Milton gets it underneath to Blue. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Milton now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done.
And Tremblin will go down back at the 12. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Carter.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Giants at 4-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Man over the middle, and it's complete. 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive. Coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterbury. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Jack Ryland on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll swing this out to Blue. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 bison, 60 bison. Switch, switch, switch. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it looking at fourth and less than a yard.
Ready, set.
They'll try it now with Scatterbury. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run again with Blue. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard.
19. Ready.
Here's Milton. That's caught downfield by Pickens. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
19. Let's go now.
To throw is Milton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
To throw, it's Milton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Panther 60.
Throwing is Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's Scatterby. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Scatterby hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Riley for the PAT. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That is caught by Land. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Looking to throw. Milton. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They go with blue between the tackles. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next round.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And for down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 60 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
42-yard line.
An inside run to Scatterby. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The city just made a sweep. You could die back. They mount the
Looking to throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And a run past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it with the 15. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Isaiah Likely, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got this to Pickens. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A gain of 60 yards. First down, Dallas.
Now Milton. Not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football. He's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Milton. Incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Here's Milton now to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Final shot before break. Milton. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Abdul Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they stout him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go again with Blue. And he's going to have the 1st First down, yardage to the 35. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Come on, ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Roman Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He'll drop this off to Scatteroo. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
70 Lions. 70. Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check. Ship. 18, Pioneer. Hut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Milton. We'll swing this out to Blue. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Drew Sanders.
Milton's pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll check this one down to Scatterby. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Cougar 19, Buffalo 18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. We gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
19 tight, 19, Cougar 19.
To throw is Milton. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. The Cowboys on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw, it's Milton. That'll be complete to Blue. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
19, let's go now.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Looking to throw. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here.
63-yard attempt.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30, and he will be out of bounds. So a clever idea on the run back, but the field goal unit able to stop him before he could really get going. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still just down one score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a two-possession deficit for them. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing is Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. And he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Now Milton. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On the set. Go! Ready up.
Milton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
It's second down.
Off play action. Milton. Under pressure, they got him again. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterbacks.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a two-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that.
There he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is first and 10.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's second down.
Here we go.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 30.
A gain of 6. And the Cowboys.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Back to throw.
He's got Pickens complete.
And all the way down to the 26.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Dallas, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.